What's up? Welcome back. Today we're talking about M Cosmetics. They just launched a holiday set and they reached out to me and asked if they could pay me to do a makeup look on Instagram. And I was like, yeah. But I thought it would be really fun to just film it for YouTube. There are 3 products from M Cosmetics that I've never tried before. So first we have the Divine Skies Magic Hour palette. Then we have the Serum Blush in Rose Milk, their liquid eyeliner in Soft Brown, and then a product I freaking love, the lip cushion in Magic Hour. This one is a tried and true favorite for me. Now, here's the interesting thing. So they asked me to create 2 different looks, a daytime look and a nighttime look. So what's interesting is for the nighttime look, they asked me to not only use the liquid liner, but to use 4 specific shades from this palette, which I thought was a kind of fun challenge to do for YouTube. So they wanted me to use Sunset, Terra, Radiant, and Phoenix. You know me, I'm a one and done eyeshadow kind of gal, so I thought it would be kind of fun to do this challenge on YouTube and see what I come up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just whack some blush on my face using the Serum Blush in Rose Milk. I used the Serum Blush yesterday for the first time and I realized it is incredibly sheer, the shade Rose Milk, and incredibly dewy. So what I like to do is just take a smaller dense brush so I can concentrate the color on my cheeks. I found that when I used a bigger brush with this formula, the dew just went everywhere and I lost all the color and then my face was just really shiny. So instead, I'm gonna take a little bit of the color and I'm just kind of going to build it where I want the color. And that way the dew doesn't go everywhere. I just kind of felt like when I used a huge brush, it ended up like lifting up my foundation. But now just using light tapping motions, I'm getting the color that I want without affecting my foundation underneath. By the way, I did do my base already, obviously. I did my foundation with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Invisible Cover Foundation in R220 and R230 mixed, the Fit Glow Concealer in C2.5, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and my Fit Glow Brow Gel in Blonde Taupe, and I will leave all of the products linked in the description box below. So yeah, I think that with this serum blush, you know, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but I think once you get the hang of it, it's really pretty for like a no makeup day. Okay, cheeks are done. For highlighter, I don't have a highlighter from them, so I'm gonna use this powder shade, Heavenly, the lightest one. Tap off the excess on my hand, and just do a little boop-de-boop. Oof, wow, that makes a really nice highlighter. Oh my goodness. Woo! Yeah, that's a nice little glow. I'm just gonna go in with the lip cushion in Magic Hour because I know I have to use it and my lips need a little TLC. This formula is such a delight. I have a whole video on these on my channel. If you haven't seen that, it was with all of their shades at the time. I think at the time they had 4. It basically feels like the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in a tube. It's unscented, it's quite thick and melty, it's incredibly nourishing, it's beautiful, and I love this peachy pink shade. Okay, now for the part that I have been putting off. We've got the palette. This sort of rusty color, Terra, is absolutely stunning. I think that's what I wanna make the look focused on because yesterday for the daytime look, I did Magic Hour and Heavenly. So this sort of like rosy terracotta shade just looks absolutely incredible to do lid, crease, maybe a little slight powder wing out and do that underneath. And then maybe I'll deepen the lower lash line with this shade, Phoenix. I'll do the inner corner with Heavenly. I know that the shade I want to focus on is Radiant. Look at this. My God, it's such a me shade. It's just like the perfect coppery gold bronze. But the one that's stumping me is Sunset. It's not the kind of color I would normally go for. It's like a rose base with a lot of gold. Maybe I'll do that in like the center as a pop. I'm going in with the shade Terra, which is that rosy terracotta first. And I'm just gonna lightly do it on the lids and probably just focus it in the crease. And what I noticed yesterday is these are quite pigmented, but they're also easy to blend. Normally I get a little bit intimidated by very pigmented shadows because I'm not confident in my eyeshadow skills, but I like that kind of wash. You know, they knew who they were reaching out to. Like, they've seen my makeup looks and, you know, I'm sure they could tell like I'm not a glam kind of gal. So hopefully they're cool with the look I come up with. I'm just gonna build that up in the crease a little bit and like out here. What's interesting for me is that Cosmetics was really a slow burn for me. At first, I actually didn't like their products. And if you go back and watch my reviews, I think you'll see some of that apprehension. And it's so funny because the products that I didn't really like at first are now my holy grails from the brand. Not just my holy grails from the brand, they're like, I can't live without products. Specifically, I'm talking about the Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blushes in Venetian Rose and Magic Hour. When I did that review, I was like, yeah, they're nice, but I just wasn't used to like a baked formula for the cheeks that had a lot of kickback. That really threw me off. And in the video, it was a first impressions, and I was like, and I didn't tap off my brush and I applied too much. But they looked beautiful, and also the lighting in that video was absolute trash. So I think I just thought that it didn't look good on me. And then in my lip cushion video, I had reviewed 4 of the shades at the time, and I really didn't like Venetian Rose because it just seemed too gray and too dull and too pigmented on my lips. And I was just like, yeah, that shade's not for me. So I was actually doing my declutter series, and I was gonna declutter the Cosmetics blushes and the lip cushion in Venetian Rose. But then I got a comment from someone on YouTube who watched the Cosmetics video and was like, the blush in Venetian Rose is like one of the best things I've ever seen on you. And I was like, damn, okay. So I retried it, and I was just very careful. I just fell in love with it. And I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I was about to declutter this. This is like the best product I've ever tried. And now the Heaven's Glow Radiant Veil Blush in Venetian Rose is like my #1 blush right now. I'm just gonna wing it out a little bit more, I think. And so I was like not in love with the lip cushion in Venetian Rose. And then during that declutter, right around the same time, I just tapped a tiny bit of the lip cushion on in Venetian Rose, and I went downstairs into the kitchen. And my boyfriend was like, what are you wearing on your lips? It looks really good. And I was like, what? I was about to declutter this. And because my boyfriend and some lovely follower complimented me, it really made me realize that I was just kind of like being stuck in my ways, and I wasn't really thinking about how to properly use the products to make them work for me. So now the lip cushion in Magic Hour, or Venetian Rose, is one of my all-time favorite shades, and in fact now it's my favorite lip cushion. I'm gonna mix Terra and Phoenix on the lower lash line and just lightly make it a little smoky since we're doing a nighttime look. And I'm just gonna bring the lower lash line up to meet that wing. Now I'm gonna take the shade Radiant, which is the one I'm most excited about. I think I'm just gonna lightly pat it on here. Maybe we'll build it up and use a finger. Ooh, love. Ooh, surprise, Kate likes a gold. Ooh, that just sort of helped to blend. I'm gonna take the highlighter shade Heavenly and do an inner corner highlight. That is also a perfect color for an inner corner, or, you know, I'm wearing it on my cheeks. It looks gorgeous. I'm not a 4 eyeshadow kind of girl, but these colors work really well together. Oh, that's so patchy. Shit, I'm so bad at blending. God damn it. I think I'm gonna take that shade I can't figure out, the sort of like rose gold, and I'm gonna put it on the lower lash line. Pray for me. Maybe you won't see the patchiness of that wing if I just go like this. Problem solved. Okay, honestly, I think we might be done with the eyeshadow. I used every single shade except for Magic Hour. Look at me go. Now I'm gonna use the soft brown eyeliner. It's my first time using it. Let's see how this goes. I love brown though. Ooh. Oh, it is soft. That color, yeah. I don't like, you know, black liquid liner because I just don't feel like, I just feel like it's too much. It's too much. But this is a great, yeah, I think the name's soft brown. Did I make that up? Yep, it's just brown. It's brown. Yeah, there's no soft in the name. Anyways, the name brown, it's brown, okay. Is that good enough? We don't have to do a winged liner look, right? Like I mean, let's try. Nope, wait. Don't do it. Just stop there. I think we're okay. Breathe. I think I'm gonna add a little touch more blush. I'm really working that on the back of my hand. Yeah, that's nice. I would not recommend these to my oily skin friends. I'm gonna add some powder. Yeah, I think the skin looks a little better that way. Cool, I'm gonna add mascara and then I'll be right back. Okay, that's it. What do you think? I can't believe I used 5 eyeshadows, a liquid liner, and mascara on the bottom. This is like the most glam I think I've ever been in my life. So I have to say, looking in the mirror here, I'm quite shocked by what I came up with. I think it makes my eyes look really big and bright. Should I do more glam makeup looks? Quick recap on the products. Love the lip cushions. Magic Hour is one of my favorites. I also love Venetian Rose and Angel. The serum blush personally is a skip for me because I tend to get very, very oily right here, and I feel like it was difficult to build up this shade. But I think for the purpose of the content, it actually looks a lot better than I thought it was going to, given the fact that it's so sheer and dewy. It looks like if I just powder my cheeks, the dew is under control. So not a bad product at all. I just think the mechanism is a little bit difficult. Love the liquid liner. I'm very surprised by how easy this was. And as I'm looking in the viewfinder, I think it's just a great color. You know, I think black liquid liner is just like, hey-oh, like we're glam. But yeah, I always go for a brown liner, so I'm really glad that I now have one in my collection. Lastly, I'm so glad M Cosmetics sent this because I had just been lusting over it for so long after watching Tara Brooks' videos. I feel really pretty. I think I would use every single shade in this palette, probably except this one. It's beautiful, but I don't know if I would wear that just based on my own personal preferences. Every other color in this palette though, man, very, very, very beautiful. Very soft, buttery, pigmented, but blendable. I like the size of this palette too. Yeah, so if you want those products, they offer them in a kit now to help you save a little bit of money. So check that out, and if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll see you next time.